Mike Perlack here to entertain you with the help of Great White. My heart's a hunter, and love is a fool's game, or loser's game. Yeah, actually, that can work either way. My heart's a hunter, and love is a loser's game. Yeah, Great White. They put out an album back in the day. We got to be careful around here. This area is popular. Even in the daylight, deer run out in the middle of the road here. So, but yeah, Great White. I never saw an albino shark ever in my life, but nevertheless, it makes for a cool album cover. I was all over this place with music today. Bad English, Richard Marx. Anywho, it's been a while since I did a driving home rant, so I figured I'd do a driving home rant. Yeah, the sun goes through the trees, but you gotta be careful around this area, because even in the light of day, a deer could run out in front of you. But anyways, man, just I wanted to do a video Saturday night after I worked 12 hours, but man, I was so dog tired. I was in no mood to hit record. But anyways, Saturday morning, the way the sun was shining first thing in the morning, the illumination in my living room and kitchen of my new home was gorgeous. It was like a yellowish, orangish. The whole room was like illuminated in like a yellowish, orangish. Something I wish you could get. It's the kind of thing you wish you can get on a photograph, you know. But who could take a picture of nature, really? Because I got one of these big ass, fancy, weird shaped windows in my living room. I don't know. They probably have a name. I don't know what you call them. I just call them fancy schmancy windows. My dad says you got to get curtains for those. You're gonna have to buy the special curtains for those. And I'm like, why? I don't habitually walk around naked in my living room, and even if I do or did, and somebody looks in and they see something that offends or more likely scares them, that's on them. Moral is, don't be looking at people's windows. Oh God. What else is going on? Oh, I started running again. To ride my bike to work for exercise, even 2-3 days a week at my health level would be borderline suicide. So I started jogging again, and I figured out that in order to avoid waking up in the middle of the night after jogging 4 miles with a migraine, to avoid waking up with a migraine after I jogged 4 miles, waking up in the middle of the night with a migraine, just chug a half gallon of unsweetened tea. Now, it takes me a while to figure these things out because I have to figure it out myself, basically. Mainly because of economics. Most of my life, I was never really in a position. I also got turkeys crossing. We yield for turkeys out here. All right, turkeys, go ahead. Anyways, but yeah, for most of my life, I never really was in a position where I could just go to the local convenience store and buy a Twinkie every time my belly began to rumble because of hunger. But I could see where certainly the generation before me and the generation after me, and probably my own generation as well, would certainly be would live in such a world. I mean, especially if they don't know how to cook. I had to learn on my own. I lived with my mom starting when I was 14, and she got me up for school the first day or two, and then at that point I was on my own. Got myself up for school, did my own cooking. Ooh, my heart's a hunter, and love is a loser's game. My heart's a hunter, and love is a fool's game. See, it can work either way. Like I was saying, it could go either way. But I can see where other people would, and also the drive to go, the drive to get ahead in this world, which I understand to a degree and to a degree not. But why the hell would you sacrifice your health for that? You know, since I live, you know, I moved and everything, and I have a functioning kitchen sink for the first time in 17 years, and running water. I took to using my slow cooker or my crock pot, and boy oh boy is it making life easier for me. So you ready for the sequel to the Summer of Love? Yep. When the people who are out of intelligent arguments, the only thing they know is violence. Whew. I was wondering if it was safe for me to go to church over the weekend, but I went, of course. But it's sad that you got to think of things like that. Because people are so damn stupid. They go out there rioters. The rioters. Peaceful protesters out there because they don't understand. The only thing that's changed is people's federal tax dollars cannot be used for that abortion BS anymore. It should have never become a federal matter to begin with. So left up to the states. Then the politicians will figure out, they're already talking about paying so women can go across state line to go to New York or freaking Los Angeles to get do what they want to do. But the point is, it's Planned Parenthood BS are closing all over the country, and that's a beautiful thing. Oh man! So Saturday I was working, worked a 12-hour shift, and I ended up listening to two Tommies, Tommy Conwell and Tommy Castro. I don't know much about Tommy Conwell other than when my father was going to school in the 80s to study to be a disc jockey. He would bring the tapes home where the recordings would be him referencing Tommy Conwell and playing the very beginning and very end of certain songs. That's why as I got older, why do I recognize the beginning of this song and the end of this song, but not so much the middle? Well, that was why. Those tapes my father made from when he was going to school, he used to bring home. But Tommy Castro, I actually recognize his name from a show I used to watch growing up called Comedy Showcase that was hosted by Louie Anderson. It's that's how I discovered such comics as Carlos Mencia, Margaret Chow. It was and Tommy Castro and the Tommy Castro band. They were the band that would play while the commercials were playing. So as I'm listening to this Tommy Castro cassette at work, again, I recognized the beginning of the song and the end of the song, and all the stuff in the middle was during the commercial of that show, the Comedy Showcase. Used to, I guess it was located off the Santa Monica Pier. But, that was interesting. I remember the first time I saw comedian Margaret Chow on that show. She did this bit where she's talking about how she's Asian descent, and her parents, her Asian parents, in a small town were in charge of the adult bookstore. And she's going on about her mom is sitting there. We had this new book, and it's called Aunt Maggie. What is this? What is this Aunt Maggie? She opens the book. No contest. Just right away. Right away in your face. Mommy know about the game. They like they like ass too much all the time. Ass. Oh, God. Margaret Chow on Comedy Showcase. The show that Louie Anderson hosted. Which I think he passed away recently. Yeah, like a couple days apart from Meatloaf, if I remember correctly. Well, that'll be it for this one. I hadn't done a car rant in a while, and I would have done this Saturday night after work, but I was just too dog tired. I earned it this past Saturday. Mike Perlak, thanks for your time.